and mention TDSS. Again, footballsportsapp.com. Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. And we're brought to you by footballsportsapp.com. The first live-action mobile sports app played in real time and a cool way to get in the game. Make coaching calls just like the pros. Check out the video, download for free. When we tell you, and it's about to happen, man, a lot of big things going on with United Games. I'll tell you more about it as it comes through. But this is a Man Talk Monday on the Doug Stewart Show. Hey, let's talk a little bit of birthdays. Got a couple of special birthdays today as well as some entertainment stories. I'm going to get into this Walking Dead here. I'm telling you one more time. Celebrating birthdays today. What's today's date? Today's date is October 24th. I believe that's right. Yeah, it's got to be October 24th. Celebrating birthdays today, man, is, I think most people would say, the number one rap artist today in 2016. Today is Drake's birthday. Hey, look, man, I ain't mad about the man getting his money, man, but I'm not a fan. Especially not a fan when you don't argue the fact that somebody else is writing your rhymes. Yeah. But that's just me. That's just me. But Drake celebrates his 30th birthday today. Happy birthday, Drake. Old non-lyric writing ass. Also celebrating her 36th birthday today is singer Monica. Man, Monica been around a long time. For her to only be 36 years old, she probably started in her very early 20s, maybe even her teens. But happy birthday to Monica, man. 36 years old. Happy birthday to ATL's own Monica. Also, happy birthday to, what do we got here? Happy birthday to my man and one of the Stewies, LaCasmus. I don't think he gave me his birthday, his date, or how old he's going to be. But happy birthday to LaCasmus Terrell, as well as my man John Fisher, patty cake, microwave, patty cake. John Fisher turns 35, I think he said. So happy birthday to the Stewies, man. The Stewies are listeners to the show if you're new to the Doug Stewart Show. And so happy birthday to the Stewies, man. LaCasmus, as well as my man John Fisher. John Fisher, every once in a while, he hadn't done one in a while, has a show that comes on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, Cooking with the Microwave. Real good stuff. He actually can rap and all of that type of thing. Very talented brother. Happy birthday to the Stewies, man. LaCasmus and John Fisher, patty cake, all right? All right, so if you didn't see last night's episode of The Walking Dead, and you want to watch it without being told and spoiled, all the events spoiled, turn your radio down right now. All right, so in a nutshell, y'all know what happened if you saw it, man. This cat Negan, who's been kind of like this legendary villain, bad guy that they've been, mentioning at some points in the series, man, finally appears in last year's season finale, and they have this dramatic scene where Negan's group catches up with all of the main cast members of The Walking Dead, and they got them circled in, and weapons drawn, this, that, and the other, and all of them are on their knees, and he kind of feigns like he's going to kill one of them. And he does the old eeny, meeny, miny, mo thing, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, and chooses one of the main cast members that he's going to kill. And we find out last night, through a series of flashbacks, that it's actually Abraham, the big dude with the red high top fade. And then it was also another fan favorite, man, Glenn, the Asian dude, man. They take the beatings of their lives, and I guess not in their lives, they take Just beatings from this bat Lucille with barbed wire around it, man, and it was horrific, and they showed a lot of it. Very grotesque, gratuitous violence. And so a lot of people are mad about that. A lot of people are mad about that. That they had all this grotesque, over-the-top violence last night on what technically is network TV. And so they're mad about it, especially those are two of the favorite characters, especially the guy Glenn, who had been beating the odds for a long time. He got caught up a couple of times where he should have been gone. But so Glenn is gone, and the way that this guy Negan does it is just really over the top, beating them to death with a bat with barbed wire around it. So everybody's mad that it was this, this violence shown on TV. I'm really not mad at it because a couple of things, and you listen to the Doug Stewart Show. One, from what I understand, you got to remember, this series comes from a comic book series, okay? So this character, Negan, is supposedly the baddest character that the Walking Dead comic book series had. Like, he was just ruthless to the nth degree, and I think they wanted to show how ruthless this cat was to kind of set the stage for him and his role in the series going forward. So I think they had to show him, like, really, really go over the top. And the other thing, what I really don't understand is why everybody says that last night was so over-the-top violent when every single episode you get people seen eaten by bloodthirsties. I mean, this is nothing really... If you've been watching the show for 7 years, all right, this is the 7th year of the show. If you've been watching the show for 7 years, you've probably seen, 500, 600, no, maybe 5,000, 6,000 people eaten alive. What? Hello? Hello? I mean, if you've watched this show going on 7 years, then you've seen violence on top of violence and live person eaten by dead zombie over and over and over and over again. Last night was bad, but hell, you should be used to it. That's my point. And now let me say this. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Let me say this for the people that are listening that have never seen the series, but they don't mind, these spoilers or whatever after the fact. Because you do need to go and see it if you've never seen the series before. The series is phenomenal. It's very well written. The plot lines are just incredible. The storyline is incredible. It's a very interesting thing to think about. Like, what would happen if there was one of those end of days type scenarios, which if you lived in Atlanta a couple of years ago, we had that ice storm where it literally felt like The Walking Dead, with everybody and running out of food and protecting their families and all these cars on the side of the road, just like the opening scene of Walking Dead. So it's a phenomenal TV show. Okay, and I think the reason it's lasted this long is because of everything I just talked about. It's a phenomenal TV show. So it's way more than, if you've never watched the series and you don't mind hearing these spoilers and you plan to go back and watch it, trust me on this. And this is what I had to impress upon my wife. It's not about zombies eating people. That's in relative terms, that's a small part of the show in the series. It's excellent. And it makes you really think. Like, could this happen? Extra show, Baller Award to episode 1, season number 7. Baller Award, man. I mean, incredible. Yeah. It really makes you think, man. Very well done. Great acting. The guy, Rick, man, his son, I mean, just the characters, and it's cool how they bring different characters from different aspects of life, from different backgrounds. You got this melting pot, once again, of all these different people. You got country people, you got city people, you got black people, you got white people, you got Asian people. It's just this mix of what would happen, if something like that cataclysmic would happen. It's just a phenomenal show, man. And then I love the fact that it's filmed here in ATL. So I got to give love to ATL, in everything that I do. So Ball Award to The Walking Dead. Incredible season opening. I didn't have a problem with it at all. Great job. All right. Tap your friend and tell him he can turn back on to the show now. Yeah, tap your friend and tell them they can turn back on the show right now. We're done talking about The Walking Dead. Now, if you're in the chat room, somebody may post something in the chat room. I got nothing to do with that. You're on your own. If you go in the chat room, you see somebody talking about what I just talked about just now. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. From Sam Daddy. He says, Rick hanging on that dude hung was messed up too. Yeah. The special effects, because I'm going to guess that was special effects, the whole hanging guy scene. Let's just put it like that. The special effects, man, are just crazy, crazy good. And they come up with new ways for zombies to die, for people to die, which is very imaginative, man. Just real good stuff. From That Ninja Cool Tony, I don't watch it, so I feel like a Trump voter in an algebra class lost, talking about Walking Dead, I guess. From Leonard Preacher Slayer, so there was a barbed wire bat. Sounds like Mick Foley and Terry Funk. Did Rick Foley and Terry Funk do that back in the day? They had something like that? Maybe that was outside of my wrestling. Mick Foley and Terry Funk were wrestlers if you're not a wrestling fan. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's a very cool weapon. If you're talking about weapons, you know, your classic weapons, lead pipe, stick, you know, but baseball bat with barbed wire around it, that's a phenomenal street weapon. I must say so myself. Nunchucks, get you some nunchucks or something like that. Slingshot. Yeah. All right, we get back from the break, man. More chat, more NFL talk. We got to give out a couple more ballers and busters in the world of the NFL and college football. We still got to do back to life, back to reality. We'll do that, as a matter of fact, when we get back. Don't go away. The Doug Stewart Show.
The Sleeper Pick, the guy only you believe in. In 1 week fantasy football on DraftKings, he can be the difference. So trust your gut. Trust your numbers. Trust your Uncle Vito if you want. But know this, that sleeper is out there. The question is, who's going to play him? This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time.
To create your account, click on the banner link on thedougstewartshow.com or the Doug Stewart Show app. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BV Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bvmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bvmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Footballsportsapp.com. What is it? It's the first live-action mobile sports app played in real time and a cool way to immerse yourself in the game. Make coaching calls just like the pros. Check out the video. Download for free this fall and register now again at footballsportsapp.com. Want to be part of this new exciting technology and make money? Fill out the short form at the bottom of the website and mention TDSS. Again, footballsportsapp.com. Yes, sir. All right, it's that time of the week, man. We give out the Back to Life, Back to Reality Award. There's a couple of teams I want to award this trophy to this week. First of all, I want to award it to the Minnesota Vikings, who are a little bit back to life, back to reality with their first loss of the year. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show, by the way. I also want to give it to the Atlanta Falcons, who have lost 2 games in a row. Everybody thought that they had figured it out last year. They lost 6 out of their last 7 or they won first of their 6 out of their first 7 games and then lost like 7 out of 8. So the Falcons are slightly, not all the way to the degree of other teams that I'm going to mention, but the Falcons are kind of back to life, back to reality.